Data binding util.inflate method is provided by the Android's data binding library, AndroidX.dataBinding, for inflating a layout and creating a binding object. And inside this inflate method, I need to pass 4 parameters. The first one is layout inflator.from parent.getContext. It creates an instance of layout inflator associated with the context of the parent view group. The layout inflator is used to inflate XML layouts into view objects. Again, if you have any doubt or you need more information about layout inflator, please refer to the RecyclerView section. Then I need to pass the layout, the custom layout that I need to display as items of the RecyclerView. So r.layout.contactListItem. This is the resource ID of the layout XML file you want to inflate. The third parameter is the parent. This parameter specifies the parent view group to which the inflated layout should be attached. The inflated layout becomes a child of the parent view group. The last parameter is a Boolean. False, in this case is false. This parameter indicates whether to attach the inflated layout to the parent view group immediately. When set it to false, the inflated layout is not attached to the parent at this point. This is often the case when inflating layouts for RecyclerView items because RecyclerView manages the attachment when necessary. Then I need to return a new contact view holder contact list item binding passed as parameter, returning a view holder and passing the item binding as parameter. The second method is onBindViewHolder. OnBindViewHolder method is called by the RecyclerView when it needs to display or update an item at a specific position in the list or grid. It's called for each visible item as you scroll through the RecyclerView and is responsible for updating the item's view within the data for that position. The parameters are 2. One of type contact view holder, and this parameter is the view holder object for the item at the specified position. It holds references to the views within the item's layout. The second parameter is of type integer. This parameter indicates the position of the item in the RecyclerView's data source. For example, an array list or data source cursor. And in this case, it's an array list. So inside the onBindViewHolder, you use the holder parameter to access the views within the item's layout. For example, in our case, we have 2 text views. So I specify holder.name or email. But since I'm using data binding, so I need to use this contact list item binding object to get the references and need to display or update an item at a specified position. For that, I'll make a contact object current contact.get index at position. Here I'm getting the current contact. Then I'll use holder.contact.set contact to current contact. Again, onBindViewHolder is used to display or update an item at a specific position in the list. This method determines the total number of items in the dataset that will be displayed in the RecyclerView. So this method is used to specify the total number of items that the RecyclerView should display. And in our case, I need to get the size of the context list that we created. And here I need to check if contacts array list doesn't equal to null, then go and return contacts.size. Otherwise, it will return 0. So this is how we create the adapter and how we link the RecyclerView with data bind. And one last thing I need to mention and add is the notify dataset changed. Here I need to use public void set contacts. This is the setter of this array list, or you can simply add like this, alt plus insert setter and this contacts array list. Under this, I'll use notify dataset changed method. Notify dataset changed method is a method provided by RecyclerView.adapter class to inform the associated RecyclerView that the underlying dataset has changed, and the RecyclerView should refresh its views to reflect these changes. It tells the RecyclerView that the data has changed and that it should rebind the views, possibly creating new views and updating existing ones. You typically call notify dataset changed method after making changes to the data source that the RecyclerView is displaying. So this is our adapter class that extends from RecyclerView, and we learned about how to use data binding with the RecyclerView.